And we're live. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Call of Kismet. A live interaction D&D charity game and where you guys, the viewers, can affect the game in real time. How do I do that? Well, you can check our links on the side below, and you guys can donate there. I'll be able to see them, and as soon as those donations come in, at the end of the week, we basically send all of those donations straight over to our current fundraiser, which is for Kelly Soa Posma's funeral um, expenses. So I'm really, really appreciative of what we were able to do the last time, and it kind of really sucks to kind of be um, not able to play for the last 2 weeks, but it's just been you know real life, and that's how real life be like sometimes. So um, appreciate everyone who's able to donate. If you guys are able to still donate, please do. We're going to continue to do this until essentially this is done. Um, and it would be super awesome to be able to get done before the end of the year. So if we're able to do it, let's do it. And if we're not able to do it, I'll feel really sad and disappointed with like everybody, but like it's not anyone's fault or whatever, except everybody else but me. That's my guilt trip. Do you guys feel guilt tripped? Did?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was that
Good.
even a word? Guilt trip.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Just thought I'd
Yeah, you
Yeah.
write them down
hear.
on like a
Yeah.
guilt triptych and like,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's an
that's what
American
it was.
thing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
Oh,
wouldn't
Oh,
you wouldn't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
American English.
Yeah.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course, noob.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to me.
But yeah, that all being said, Katie, why don't you take it away with the update or the
Recap.
recap?
Last we met our brave adventurers. Uh, they were in a shack in the middle of the woods that they had come to in search of their friend Lorelei, who had summoned them all together. Um, at this shack, that were some people getting sucked into voids. They determined it was best to leave. But Erevan uh, got some sort of sense from the well nearby. So they headed over bravely and very smartly to investigate. Um, in a truly scientific pursuit of knowledge, um, Erevan discovered that unlike the shack, um, or rather that there was a silencing effect around the well, but that when he tossed a gold piece into it, it made noise. And so Neve, with an intelligence of 20, uh, in what truly was considered to be a reasonable option at the time, uh, decided to lean over the well to see what was inside and was immediately yanked, uh, and thus began one of uh, the most incredible sequences that has ever been brought to life. Um, Truly Tom Cruise levels of action.
Oh no
As
no no no
Neve,
no 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 no! Don't you fucking ever say
I
that
get
motherfucker's name in my presence as if that's a good. Don't you ever compare anything I ever do to Tom Cruise. So help me, whatever fucking higher power you believe in. Tom Cruise, if you see this, I will fucking fight you. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come
I
at me,
like the
little
Tom
man.
Cruise reference. Personally, I think he's badass.
He's fucking not. You're.
A tripping
and
cat.
there
Everybody is getting like a -10 to
well,
Gryffindor.
Kat, that was actually exactly as I meant it because it was not badass. It was truly horrible. As soon as Neve was pulled down, Erevan, wearing full plate armor, uh, jumped in. I don't think there's another word for it. Just leapt into the well after her. Um,
Headfirst.
Amon having slightly more thoughts or brain cells happening in his brain, decided to put a rope, like attach a rope, and then jumped in. Uh, was it Mission Impossible style that we said, or like Mary Poppins? I'm not sure, but so as they are jumping in, Neve is pulled into a void through the water at the bottom of the well. Amon and Erevan, as they are falling, see a humanoid figure who turns out to be Lorelei. In a horribly emaciated and crazed state, she begins trying to attack Erevan. Valerian, the only one of this group that truly has their life together, comes to the rescue of Erevan and Amon, who are both rather injured at this point. And Erevan, in his attempts to help Lorelei, casts protection from evil and good, which results in a ghostly figure, large and looming, emerging and screaming at them. It is then promptly destroyed by the incredible powers of a critical hit combined with divine smite. However, in the battle, Erevan and Amon lose their health. Neve is, I believe, still in the void, throwing up black goop. So things aren't going very well there. And we left off with Valerian being the only one of the party still conscious in the well, being visited by the specter of their god Ouijas. And thus we left our brave, intelligent, strategic, truly special and capable heroes.
Well done. Nicely
Thank
done.
you.
Special is the word I'm going to follow with.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a D6 for that. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you for that slight rewriting of history.
History is written by the winners, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
she completely breezed over the whole Neve inviting this demon into her life thing, but
it's fine.
it's
Did
fine.
I do that?
You totally did that.
Did you do that? Was that you? You remember you
So
weren't
apparently
there.
my notes are not infallible, and I missed that part.
Oh, did you now?
We were having like a first date kind of moment with this thing.
Uh,
Yeah, let's completely
Oh,
glaze
yes.
over the evils that I brought upon the party by telling them about how bad the other party was. It's glorious.
was being led around by a voice in the void, but I had no choice. Everything everyone else did was a choice. I'd just like to make that distinction clear.
Is that what we're okay? I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Kat, I think that's all the ground I'm able to gain for myself at
You're
this
not
point.
wrong.
And I feel the need to cling to that hill as long as I can.
That's okay. I forgive you. But anyways, you do have that D6 you may use until the end of the game. So, all right. So, it has come to my attention that the beginning of stream, my shit was as usual not on, of course. So, welcome to Call of Kismet. My name is Kat. I'm your storyteller for this evening, and this is an interactive D&D. Stop! I can't do this. Why is it every week, guys? Ow!
It's talent.
It's a curse. It's a curse. It's the ghost table curse. But yeah, so this is an interactive D&D game. What does that mean? It means that you, the viewer, can interact with the game in real time. So you guys can go ahead and donate. You guys can click it on the side link somewhere over yonder. I guess maybe it's over there. I don't know. I'm not looking. But you guys can donate. That money will go at the end of the week to the GoFundMe. GoFundMe is currently closed, but we know that there is still a $10,000 need, and they've stopped at 570 something, so about 5,700 or so. So we're gonna try and make up that cushion if we can. So we'll keep going until until we get there. So let's keep going. That being said, Katie did an amazing job with her recap, and we're just gonna go ahead and dive on in. DOS is still MIA, but that's okay because Kyle's on a trip, and we love Kyle, and we hope you get there safe and sound. Yay! And Jer Bear is not feeling her tippity toppity bestest, but she is still gracing us with her presence. So, like, oh my god. Hey, girl. Hey. Yeah, and like Ryan's here. No. This is you're not involved in this.
She can still call me.
No, she can't. No, she can't. She doesn't have your number.
Alright, no problem.
So that's
Got my
important.
number. She knows what's up.
Jerica! How could you? Is it because he doesn't have hair? Is that it? I knew it. I knew it. I'm shaving my head.
Do it. It's the best thing forward.
It's because I'm short. I needed everybody on stream to see this. I was so excited about it.
What is it?
It's juice.
Oh, it's ornament?
Mm-hmm.
Here? Oh, ornament.
Yeah.
Not portable, is it?
And
Oh,
I have
cool.
juice inside.
Very cool.
Excellent, excellent drinkware.
Thank you guys. I really needed that validation. It's gonna get me through the rest of this week. I really was so excited. I got that damn thing, and I've been waiting for a very long time to present it. All right. Does anyone have the show and tell before we start? No?
I
Good.
have this pen that is
Ooh.
handmade.
Ooh. Who made
But
it?
I didn't make it.
Oh, well then I don't
Yeah.
care, Katie. Jesus.
It's a show and tell.
Okay, you're right. That's my fault. I should have been more specific. I lost my vape already. I'm a mess. Anyways, so Katie.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Awesome. Yeah. We have something. So, while you are walking through, you have all that other stuff kind of going on the outside. You are about at the threshold at this point. When you get to about like a foot away, it's a very like having a pit in your stomach kind of sensation. And you're still being kind of drawn forward through this, but there is a prick in the back of your neck. You know, the hairs on your body is kind of you're getting the juju of this ain't good.
Do I have the sense that whatever is not good is on this side with me or on the other side?
Bro, give me a vibe check. Give me insight and add your intelligence modifier.
Insight with intent. Okay. Okay, 23.
Okay, yeah, you when you look through and you're peering, it's very distorted on the other side. You can tell a little bit that Erevan and Amon are on the other side. You're not really sure what else is on the other side. There's just kind of another body that kind of showed up as well. So you can assume that it is your friends and that something's wrong, but you also can assume that whatever this feeling is also probably coming from within here. Whether it's something, it's anxiety. It's like a very overwhelming sense of dread and anxiety. You two chuckle fucks over there. Oh, well. Raise your hand if you're still awake. Okay. I know you're over there, Valyrian. Yeah. Everyone's chill, right?
I have a question.
What's up?
From leveling up, am I
Mhm.
still unconscious, or with the hit points that you gain from leveling up, or am I still at 0 hit points?
You can, whatever you would have gained from your level up, it'll be fine. Yeah, so,
Okay. All right.
give me one.
I was curious because if not, I've got to make another death saving throw. So.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good question actually. That was on 1 and I leveled
No,
up
I'm
into 6.
pretty sure
So.
Valyrian already stabilized you.
Amon was stabilized, but I didn't know it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I was
Yeah.
gonna do spare the dying on both of them, but I didn't get a chance last session.
Yeah. You are already stabilized, James. Okay. Highs or lows, James?
Highs.
Well, it's low, so tough titties are still unconscious.
Okay.
Blame Ambrose, not me. That's fitting.
Oh, I'll blame him, all right.
Don't, please don't. Wait a minute, I'm in charge here. Fuck off. You guys, you see, like when you kind of reach over and you stabilized Amon, and Amon gets, is up. You reach over and you're able to stabilize Erevan. You know that Erevan is awake, or not awake, rather, is stabilized, but you're not really sure kind of if they're conscious or unconscious or if they just need to be slapped around a bit. Meh, Valyrian.
Can I heal him if he's not awake?
Give me a medicine check.
Um, 9.
Your gut tells you that you don't know, so go with that.
Okay, I will cast the level 1 cure wounds. You heal for 6.
All right, and then add your normal, what you would have gained to that as well.
Okay. Everyone all right?
Yeah, a little bit out of it. Still feeling the impact of what just happened. You doing okay? Because you were out for a while.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll look over to Lorelei. How's she doing?
As soon as you look at Lorelei, make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. 21.
Okay. You get a very weird sensation of like deja vu. You're not really sure, it's just overwhelmingly familiar. And it's kind of one of those like deja vus where you're like, ooh, weird. So you try to like kind of break out of it. But the more you try to break out of it, the more familiar it feels.
Lorelai, are you okay?
She seems kind of catatonic.
Okay.
You don't look too good. I'm gonna lean over to Valerian and say, like, Valerian, thank you so much for saving us, because we wouldn't be here without you.
Do appreciate
And
that.
yeah, we
Not a
do.
problem.
Uh, is there
Um,
anything you can do about that? And I just point to Lorelai.
do I get a sense what's wrong with her?
Not with a 9.
No. I mean, I could maybe do like some healing for all of us, like a group heal. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, it'd be great too, because I got some aches and pains right about now.
Yeah. Do we have like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, if we could sit for like 10 minutes, I could use skullduggery and
Prayer healing.
yeah, I'm trying to find it. Yeah,
Maybe
prayer
that
of
would
healing.
bring Lorelai back round slightly. Um, whilst you're doing that, also we need to figure out where the hell is Neve?
Yeah.
Um, Amon, what's your perception again? Your passive?
My uh
Promise, once I get my desk up,
oh
I'll have
80
all this stuff.
18.
18. I thought you were about to say 80. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. um,
Everyone heals for 11,
cool. Stand by on that.
including Lorelai if she needs it.
You notice uh in the mirror that there's a like a silhouette just there on the opposite side. You can't see anyone in it. You can't really tell what it is, but you see it moving closer and then just stop about a foot away.
Okay, can I reach out towards it and see if I can feel something? Grab something?
When you kind of feel it, there's the closer your hand gets to it, the weirder it is. A very weird juju. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Like the fingertips get cold. There's just something very off about it.
And do I recognize the silhouette?
Give me an intelligence check.
11.
You can discern that it could be Neve.
All right.
You
In
see
that
the
sense, I'm
same
gonna
thing on the opposite side, Neve, as you see, the hand kind of come up.
I'm just gonna
And
kind of
do I
go on.
know who it is?
Yeah, you can definitely tell from his tall, lanky ass who it is.
Neve, Neve, is that you?
Do I hear anything?
Mm-mm. It sounds very distorted, like being underwater.
If I can see, all right. Question for you. Um, would I be able to cast message through whatever barrier is separating us?
You can certainly try.
Then I will try.
So your ears start bleeding. No,
um I'm gonna sort of like put up my hand sort of like as a stop, because I don't want him jumping into the mirror or anything. And I'm going to send a message. There's something in here with me.
Yeah, you hear that message.
So I report back to the group. I hear Neve. She's just through there.
All
I
right.
just heard her. Yeah, she's in there, but she said something is with her.
Start brushing myself off. Pull my sword. Put my hand on my chest. I'm gonna lay on hands.
All right. So this is happening during that 10-minute period.
You have to wait.
So while the ritual is going on, this is what is happening in between that ritual time, is you're seeing Neve just as Valyrian is starting.
I'm gonna try and check in with the thing.
The thing.
The
Entity.
yeah, it's like entity.
Better watch your mouth when you talk to me.
Um, how is it? Has it reacted in any way to reaching the mirror?
Mm-mm.
All right, I'll say to it, is you were looking for home, right? Is home through there?
Yes.
And what are you going to do if you get home?
It is my home. I will defend it.
From what?
From intruders. From traitors.
Who are they?
Humans.
What was that? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
Humans.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think hearing that, seeing Amon's silhouette, who is human, I will take a step back from the mirror just to be safe. What happens if I don't go through?
You stay. Forever.
So do you.
There is a very dark, cold feeling that comes over you when you say that.
What are you? You need me to do something for you, which means that you need to do something for me. You need to answer my questions. Tell me what you are.
I want to go home! And you get this, just that, as if something is kind of grabbed over your shoulders and just kind of like ripped down on you, and just almost as if it's trying to push you down. Go ahead and make an an athletics check.
Okay.
Whilst this is happening, can I see any of this silhouette like being moved around or anything? Or
Depends on what Kiki rolls.
Oh, you see something, because that's an 8.
Yeah, she just gets down and you kind of buckle onto one knee. just kind of came over you, but it feels like ice has ripped into you.
Not a very persuasive argument to take you home.
I want to go home! Take me home! And you kind of feel a jolt forward. Go ahead and make another athletics check.
That's a 5.
Yeah, again, Amon, you just see her now shoved forward, and you're kind of down on like your hands and knees at this point.
So
Okay.
as I see this, I'm going to be turned to the party on the other side, and I'm like, can anybody see this? Can anybody see Neve? She needs help. She needs help. Can anybody see this at all?
Can I see anything?
As I go down, I send another message. Don't try to get him in here. Ask if anyone knows about any entities that need to come home. It wants to come home. Does Erevan know what to do? I don't know what to do.
Okay, I will just relay that message back to the party.
Okay. Can I think of anything in my travels that would have a interesting sense of home?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
He's talking about
Excuse me.
defending traitorous humans. I don't.
16.
For this region, that specifically, shit. Hold on, how old is Erevan again?
60-ish, or do we?
In
I think we never
Elven
really
years?
decided. Yeah, in Elven years, so like in my late 20s.
Okay. Yeah, you're aware of the history in the area. It's cursed lands. The cursed lands in general is cursed. But this swamp area specifically was cursed long ago. What started it is up for debate. But because of this, what happened here in this swamp boggy area, it kind of was the catalyst of what gave idea to what happened in the wastelands.
Okay.
What happened in the wastelands is a more extreme version of just turning a place boggy.
Okay. This whole land is cursed, so chances are likely whatever entity we are dealing with is not coming here to be friendly. And looking at the mirror, do I see anything?
Yeah, you can see her.
Okay.
You're not really able to see anything else.
All right, I'm gonna, as I'm trying to get to my feet, say, if I take you through, there's a paladin and a cleric and someone who's very good with knives waiting there. They will destroy you if you go through. They're very powerful.
Are you intimidating me? This is Kat asking.
Yeah, I think I was sort of trying to.
Okay.
I don't know if it'd be intimidation or deception.
No, I mean he
Because
does.
Neve does not actually believe this, so it's not persuasion.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
Okay. All right. Big intimidating wizard. Oh God. 2.
Hmm.
They're really powerful.
Yeah, so at this point, give me another athletics check with disadvantage because you failed the first two, you shithead.
Okay. Oh, yeah, 19 and an 18.
Okay.
Nice.
20.
Nice.
No, not nice.
Okay.
It's a good roll, I'm saying.
What'd
It's
you
just a
do?
good
What'd
roll.
you do?
I got the first nat 20 of the night, guys.
Oh,
Why are you laughing? You gotta do, I don't know why you laughing. You gotta do press ups.
Ah. So, anyways,
I wizard if I got an 18 on my athletics check.
I know it's the first time. I know. Fuck you. No one else is allowed to get a nat 20 for the rest of the night. Do you understand me? There's
Okay.
only 4 of you. You can't fuck this up.
We'll do our best.
But yeah, as you say this with your intimidation that went very poorly, you suddenly feel as if something is on like the opposite side of you, like in front of you, and is now yanking you forward. And you're able to kind of jolt and stop yourself, and then suddenly behind you, you just feel a shove, and you get pushed right through this. My fucking thingy-mabobber. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I'm going to use my D6. That is a 16.
Are we doing this? Sorry, my fucking notes are wanting to be a pain in the ass. Cool. So, you're going to take half necrotic damage as you go through this. And as soon as you go through, it is like a sensation of having a bunch of hands ripping and pulling at you, grabbing at your skin and your face. And it happens so fast because you're getting shoved through there. But at the same time, it's almost as if time has been slowed as this is happening, and this is just all ripping through you. You can feel it all going through you as this entity on the opposite side is just shoving you straight through. And these are like wounds that are very deep.
Brutal. This is great.
And as you go through, and each of these claw marks as you get it's almost as if you could feel it in your soul, like you are feeling it bitterly into you as you take necrotic damage. So you will not be able to replace your damage until you take a long rest. You're very aware of like this is anti everything you've ever been taught kind of magic to stay the fuck away from. This is like death magic. This isn't like Valyrian level of like it's not that big of a deal. This is ancient shit. This is angry, ancient things.
Oh boy. All right, so yeah, Neve's screaming.
When she gets to the mirror, I'll immediately place myself between Neve and the mirror.
Yeah,
How much damage do I take?
Oh, sorry, my bad. 16 damage. 17 damage, sorry.
That's half?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Lorelai got fucked up for a reason, guys.
So while she's being pulled and dragged and clawed and, we can't see any of this, but Arvon is stepped now in front of the mirror, right? He's like,
Mm-hmm.
Arvon, mirror.
Yep.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, cool.
Mirror, Erebon, and then Neve.
Right. Got you. Cool. Okay. I'm going to turn to Valerian and be like, any progress, anything happening with Lorelei? You feel anything? Can you do anything?
When Neve comes through and is like yelling and stuff, she just is staring at Neve. Still very blank
She come
expression, but she is staring.
Has Neve come through now into it with us?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
Is my ritual done casting, or is it still in progress?
You are still in progress while this bitch
Okay.
comes out screaming, and you know if you stop, you're gonna have to start the fuck all over again. So
Okay.
you're about halfway through. You got about 5
Okay.
more minutes.
Okay. And I got next up then. Okay, when Neve comes out now, I'm gonna, and she's screaming in pain and all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
I'm gonna stand up and wrap my arms around her and just like hold her and just make sure she's safe and she's okay and know that we're there for her
Yeah, you
to
can
try
see
and.
the scratch marks, and you were able to see them as they appeared on her.
And I'm gonna try and like bring her around, like, Neve, you're here. Neve, I'm on. Neve.
I think like at first feeling the hands,
Mm,
she sort of struggles a bit, but as it's like a steady hold rather than a scratch, she starts to and then as soon as brain comes back online, begins checking like herself, trying to feel if this entity is still with her, like inside of her.
Oh, it very much is.
It's here. It's here. It's here.
What do you mean it's
what's here?
here?
Yeah,
It,
what's here?
it's here. Like it uh, uh,
Make
I wanted
another
to come.
wisdom save.
I wanted to come home.
Like it, Neve?
That's the one. Okay, 23.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely feel like it is trying to take control of you.
Oh, and you get +4 if you're within 10 feet of me
Yeah.
on saving throws.
27.
Everybody does.
Yeah, you definitely felt as if it's trying to overcome you, but you kind of feel a little bit more
Okay.
resolve because of your companions kind of being here, and just you feel a little bit safer rather than being in that really terrifying place 5 minutes ago. Oops.
Okay, it's trying to take over. It's not, but it's trying to take over. You might try again.
We do, Neve.
And I think I'm going to um uh do I get the sense that it's going to keep trying to take over me until it succeeds? Do I get the sense it's going to keep trying to take control until it succeeds? Okay, then I'm going to uh like hands shaking, like sort of can't believe I'm doing this, but I want to make sure. I'm going to reach up and take off my necklace, which uh is my spellcasting focus is how I produce the armillary that I or the axillary sphere that I uh use for my spellcasting, and I'm going to hand it to Amon uh and uh put this somewhere safe. Just for now.
I'll just turn around and go and give it straight to Valerian, the safest person to have right now.
Can I reach out and grab it while still focusing?
Say that again.
Can I reach out and grab what he's handing me while still focusing on the spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep this safe.
Okay. I put it like on my lap because I imagine I'm like sitting or kneeling down while I'm doing this ritual.
Arvon, have you seen anything like this before?
Possession?
It's
Yes,
pretty bad.
quite a few times. I'm gonna
What
put
have
my
you-
hand on her, and I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil.
Go ahead and read that spell for everyone. And
Yep. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throws against the relevant effect.
okay.
There you go.
Describe how you how does that magic manifest?
I put my hands together, and then I put them on her shoulders gently, and they start to radiate with a blue light. And I just say, your soul is your own. None can command you.
As you feel that, it is like being pulled away, and it's gripping at your soul, but it had absolutely kind of just. You guys now see as it steps out from her, and it is the hair is just kind of over her face, and that she's wearing white tattered clothing, and it's just her hands are just out in front of her, and she looks up. I'm going home, and turns, and she starts spider climbing up the well.
How fast is she moving?
It is scary fast. It is very unnatural.
I'm going to turn to Neve and say, Neve,
Uh,
are you still here? You with us? How do you feel?
I'm
Like you
like,
got
I
punched in
think
the
she's
stomach.
yeah, like not feeling good already, and then also I think just sort of unfamiliar with the like divine magic that was just used on her. And also there's a thing, so I just like sort of snap into action mode, and like yeah, I'm fine. Shoot it, do something. You can't let it. We cannot let that get away.
How high is the ceiling from the well
It's about
hole?
30 feet. It is already.
I'm gonna try and grab my necklace back and hurl some spells if I can.
Yeah, sorry. Also, at this point, Lorelai starts fucking freaking out the moment that thing comes out of her.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, she starts like trying to get the fuck out of the well as well. But she calms down as soon as that thing leaves the well.
Okay, is it fully out?
Yeah, it has already climbed up and out of the well, and you guys can kind of hear it scuttle off somewhere else. The opening and closing of the door.
Okay, jumping, trying to climb.
Very slick.
It's very slick.
I'm gonna grab you and pull you down and be like, let it go, let it go, let it go. Come sit.
Yeah.
We discuss what happened. Let it go. You're safe. You're with us. That's the most important thing. Its time will come. Can she join this health circle, or does she have to be at the start of it?
She would have been
I
fine,
can't.
but she can only you're like what at like 3 HP or something.
Me?
And yeah.
No, I'm at 19.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So
Um,
she can't gain any
You're pretty
more
good.
until
Okay, cool.
after a long rest.
yeah. Um,
Let me just, Kat,
okay.
let me just get a check here. Is it quite dark in this well? And what time we know what type of day it is, time of day it is now? Or are we still kind of disoriented, still a bit,
It's still a little disorientating because of how thick the trees are really here. But I'm sure one of you has keyed something. I'm pretty sure one of you should have that ability.
Has what?
Not alert, but it's the one where you always know what time it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know
Keen
what?
mind.
Keen mind.
Yeah. Homegirl is yeah, she's fucked up. Never mind, don't worry about it. Well, when Lorelai wakes up, you can know what time it is.
So what's Lorelai doing now?
She's kind of calmed down. She's standing against the wall and stuff, but she still looks very dazed and out of it, and she really does not look like she recognizes any of you guys, but she doesn't look like she's gonna attack any of you guys. Yet.
I'm
I think our first order of
putting my
business is
necklace
getting
down.
everyone safe, and then we come back and see what we can do about this creature.
Yeah, we need to get out of this well.
I hadn't thought of that, Amon. Do you have any ideas for how to get out of the well?
Yeah. We wait till the ritual to finish first, and then we get. Yeah, we could say 30 foot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've got 50 foot of rope.
Yeah, you already
The
have
rope is
your
still hanging
yeah.
down.
The rope is
Yeah.
still
Oh,
So
hanging
yeah.
down.
the rope's still hanging down. Yeah. If you've got enough strength, if
I
everybody's
didn't
got
see
enough
that.
strength, if everybody's got enough strength, and then we could climb up. Unless someone's got spider crawl or something. I think did Valerian get it?
I'll go out first just because we don't know what to expect with that creature.
Well, do we think that Lorelai will be able to manage it? She
How big
doesn't
is
look
Lorelei
good.
compared to ourselves? Could I piggyback Lorelei up?
We can also tie her off, but I can hoist her up.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so you go up first then. I'll tie Lorelei. I'll kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Harness,
Gotcha.
and I'll send her up. Send Neve, you go up second, then we'll send Lorelei up, and then we'll send Valerian up, and then I'll come up after. I'll continue. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me an athletics check to get up.
All of us? Yeah.
Yeah. but let's just do it in order.
Okay. Everyone's first, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 17.
Yeah, you're good. So you're.
And Neve.
It's a little slippery, but you figure it out. It's your first rodeo.
Um,
Oh, you get advantage because Erebon's at the top now.
I was just about to ask. Like, here, Erebon.
You want to make your little papoose?
Uh, um, so, yeah, that's 14.
Well, that's you get up. It's a little bit of a struggle because it's slippery again, but Erebon's putting their back into it, so you make it up.
Thank you.
And you're putting
Lorelei's
Lorelei next. So go ahead and make me, Amon, a sleight of hand for this knot tie.
Oh, God. Not my best, not. 9.
Do you have
Dark
an
on him.
inspiration?
Yeah,
Do you have inspiration at
do you
all?
have any inspiration at all from any past games?
No.
What'd you roll up? 5? Maybe that 5 was an 8.
No, it's pretty much a 5.
No, I'm
No, she's telling you that if what is it if you
Yeah.
had an 8?
Oh, if I get an 8,
Mhm.
I get a 12.
Okay, so it is a you're tying it, and Neve, you just get this like, oh shit, and you look down and you're like, hey, make sure you're tying it like under her arm because she's a girl, shouldn't be tying it around her chest. You're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And you fix up that tie, fix it up. And I will. She rolls a 17. Rolls a 17. Oh, with advantage, you're up there. Yeah, she rolls a 17. So she's up,
good Lorelei.
and Amon.
I'm
Valerian,
watching her, by the way.
it's Valerian next.
Okay.
If the ritual's over, everyone healed 11 points, and you said athletics.
Yep. And then add advantage.
With advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, add advantage. 16.
Yep. You. Same thing. At this point, with everyone up there, yeah. Go ahead and roll Amon, and then just add +5.
15.
Slippity 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 slip. Got it. Slippity slip slip. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Right.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. While you were up there, Neve, watching Lorelei, once she gets up there, she kind of sits down by the well, and she's crisscross applesauce, and she is staring at the house, like leering at it.
I'm going to sit down beside her. I'm not going to block her view and also stare at the house. And say to her, I know whatever that creature is, I know it. We won't let it harm anyone. It's good to see you again, Lorelei.
Can I just double check? Oh, can we hear things above the well?
Yeah.
Oh, we can. Okay.
Okay. Out of the well.
Lorelei turns to you, her eyes not leaving the house, but kind of still turning to speak to you. Maybe we just leave her alone. Her voice is very, very rasped, too, while she says this.
Her? Why should we leave her alone?
It's her house.
She told me that she would harm people. I don't. I know you. You. In my experience with you, I didn't know you to be the sort to let that happen.
She seems a little confused. Her eyes are still kind of fixated on the house, but she seems confused at that. Which one of you chuckle fucks just turned off their fucking camera?
That was me. I hit my spacebar by accident, and apparently that does it. I'm so sorry.
Ooh.
Just,
Katie's in trouble.
it's fine. It's just you're not Amon. And Amon
I'm
is
so
now
sorry.
Neve.
I didn't know that could happen.
Oh yeah,
You can put
there
me
I
in
am.
another void.
Yeah, back in the void you go.
I was about to have magic, man.
Alright, there we go. Boom. And
You know, right? When you say chuckle fucks, you instantaneously think you're talking about me and James. I was like, oh, what have we done now? I've done nothing for the
Yes,
last 10
I
minutes.
thought the same thing. So
Okay.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Because I really did think it was one of you two chuckle fucks that did it.
I was hoping I hit it like really quickly. I was hoping if I just didn't say anything, then maybe no one would know.
I'm gonna fucking know. I can see it. Okay, so yeah, Lorelai is still fixated. She seems a little confused. It's the first time you've seen any emotion out of her. Well, this is the first time really you're seeing her, so scratch that. The rest of
Yeah.
y'all, you're seeing some sort of emotion out of her. As he's getting up, Amon's getting up at that last moment.
yeah, once he's up out of the well, I'll position myself so that if something comes out of the house, then I'll be there to meet it.
You think we shouldn't like maybe like okay, can we see anything in the surrounding area? Like in the distance, somewhere to go, a path, something other than just like this, vast area with this house that's evil. Is there anywhere else we should like see
Give
any
me
inclination of anything at all?
a perception check.
Come on. 16.
Awesome. Give me 1 second. Let me open my notes up because I do. Fuck, I just closed it. Why did I do that? You know what? Smart. I'm a smart person. Haha.
Back.
Bruh. Okay, I don't have time to figure out what the fuck that's going on. I'm just gonna blame James for this, so.
Fair.
Look at me trying to be hula hula. Alright, you said you rolled a 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You notice a path to the south, a path to the east. And the rest of it seems very dense tree line. Like you could possibly navigate through that. It's just going to be difficult terrain for the sake of brevity.
Okay, cool. And where's this house in relation to where we are?
It's about
Is it
60 feet
like
away.
in like a northeast, southwest kind of direction,
Sorry,
away from
hold
us?
on. It's going to be at this point west to you.
So so a way we don't want to go, which is for the trees. Okay, cool. I think in the rest of the party you can kind of see a path, or is it just like myself kind of vent? They can kind of, they see what's what, right?
Yeah, if you point it out, they'll be able to see it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll just say, maybe we should leave this area, leave this house, leave this well, and venture off, either east or south, because we can clearly see there's a path leading, away from all this. So
I think
one
that's a
thing,
wise idea. We're not in the right position to try to fight this thing right now.
yeah,
No,
and we're
but
not in immediate danger, but we should, possibly, if we're all got the strength to move, we should move.
And we all came here for Lorelei, so
Yeah.
see what we can find out.
I, I,
Um,
I understand. I understand we can't fight it now, but we should go back to the town and tell them that something is in this shack. It wanted to. It said defend its territory from the traitor humans. I don't know who that means. I don't know if we leave it and it'll mind its own business, but either way, the people who live near here should know.
absolutely.
I agree they should know, but maybe that's not first protocol. I think we
First
should take care of
protocol
ourselves.
is getting Lorelei safe and trying to help her out so she can get back to who she is.
And replenish somewhat to
Okay,
take a rest somewhere.
so we take her, we can take her back to the town.
Yes.
Before we began all of this, I believe the uh, tavern owner talked about lodgings, um, that we might have. It feels like such a long time ago, but
Yes, they did offer us for places to sleep.
In Cat, if we venture east or south, we'll find our way back to the town, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
it's so we can go either direction and get back to town.
For the sake of brevity on this, either way, it seems like it's going to lead back. A couple of these trails seem to loop around.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Can
I like-
Lorelai walk? Is
Yeah,
she strong enough to? Yeah,
she
she's
seems
good.
she's
Okay.
strong enough to walk. She does seem very out of it though. She has
Okay.
these very moments of like being lucid, and she'll, is looking around the house, like at the doors and at the windows, and then she'll go kind of right back into that catatonic, um, like state.
Okay, let's venture then. Let's move. Let's move back.
So,
Let's go south, and then we'll head back into town, like you said, and then we'll fix up Lorelai, and then try and make heads or tails of what happened to her and
Yeah.
what just happened.
yeah.
Agreed.
Um, yeah. So as we start going off, I'm going to just, whatever our lineup is, I want to be behind Lorelai where I can watch her.
I think it's probably best that I hold up the exact rear, just in case that thing comes toward us or at us or sends things after us. If you'd like to
And
run point.
yeah, I can run point and Valerian follow.
Okay.
Yeah, and I could cast dancing light so we have some light.
Sounds great.
What? So how much sun are we getting now that we're out of the well?
Yeah, it's probably very close to evening at this point. It's dark now, so like I said, it was already dark with the overhead of the canopy of the trees, but now it's definitely like you can see the little poking through, but you can tell with the color of the sky that it has gotten darker.
Um,
So as we venture through down south, we'll make our way back into town. Is it a safe journey? Anything happen? Is it just a straight shot?
I just what I was going to ask you guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my normal notes is on there, but it's not wanting to turn on right now, so I'm not trying to deal with it, so I have to find my other fucking login. Give me a second. Bye-bye. Fun. So, why? Cool. Yeah. So, Ryan, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Three.
Okay. And then Jerica, go ahead and roll me a d6.
6.
Cool. Okay. You guys see a couple of will-o-wisps. You see about 6 will-o-wisps kind of glowing in the distance. Initially, it looks like dancing lights. Sorry, I could not freaking think of the word. It looks like dancing light orbs, but they're not behaving like dancing light orbs. They're kind of almost breathing, and then they kind of disappear. And then suddenly you'll see them like on the other side of the tree line. While you guys are walking, you'd hear occasionally what sounds like children running and laughing, kind of echoing in the distance. But it always seems like they're running away from you guys.
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you
So
guys
anyway,
see it, they take off. You kind of hear the
See it and
kids
hear it.
running.
should we just keep walking? Do you want to investigate? Seems a bit strange.
I don't think most of us are in any shape to go investigating that sort of thing.
No, Navis, eyes forward, not even looking over, not messing around with this. We need to get to town.
Okay, well then I just want to make sure everybody's, keeps their wits about them, put their head on a swivel, relay this message back.
About 30 feet, you guys just hear 1, 2, 3, 4,
Ahead of us, or
5. It's like to the left of you guys. We'll look this that way.
all right.
6,
I say we keep
7,
going, and Navis
8,
walking.
9,
I draw my sword.
10.
Yeah, I pull my bow.
And you guys hear scattering, and it's almost as if it had come across the trail right in front of you guys as it's kind of coming through the forest line. If you would like to make an opportunity attack, you can, because it's just going straight right across from you guys, right to the opposite side. And same thing in the back. It's kind of like as if it had scattered from where the counting came from, and it just 6 of them just scattered out.
Are they staying visible, or are they just kind of disappearing out into the tree line?
They've disappeared. Like
Okay.
essentially, what you saw was a couple of these orbs kind of dancing about, and then kind of distant echoey of the giggling kind of all around that you've been hearing. But you hear that sound, you hear that voice, the child's voice starts counting, and as she gets to 10, the lights disappear, and it just sounds like there's running.
Keep our guard up and keep moving through.
Most definitely. Yeah, but with haste.
Yeah.
So you guys move a
We're
little
gonna
bit faster.
Yeah.
Occasionally you hear the giggles and the rustling and right near you guys. Sometimes it's pretty close, but it never gets closer than about 10 feet. As you guys get towards the end, and you're getting a little bit closer towards where now the road kind of begins, as you're getting out of that swamp area and you're getting closer into the town in the distance. When you get about 60 feet or so in the trees, you just hear all these little rustling. You can see these silhouettes they're black silhouettes as they climb up monstrously fast into these trees, these pines. They get to the top of it, and they just sit there and they're squatting.
I'm gonna shout, "Show yourself!" Like, just reveal yourself. Stop dicking about. We haven't got time for this.
Ollie, ollie, oxen free! And the trees start to turn. You guys don't see anything initially, but eventually you start to see another tree swaying violently at the top as it's just shaking, as it is just being rocked back and forth with this impossible strength. And you guys do see these silhouettes, these black childish silhouettes, and these very dark, dark red sunken eyes.
I'm going to just shout, move.
At this point, Neve is going dead, like completely retreating into herself. The silhouettes are just too much, and she is there in body, completely shut down internally. You're not having a good time.
Yeah, you guys have to basically pass through them in order to continue on your road.
How
All right.
close are the trees?
So the trees are pretty high up. They're about like 30 feet up in the air where they're swinging. These trees are very large.
Do we get the sense that they're like undead or anything?
Oh, yeah.
Can I just say we don't have time for this and try to turn undead?
Yeah. Go ahead. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up your character sheet. Sometimes D&D Beyond. I don't think I know you. That's weird. Where's your turn undead?
At the bottom of actions.
There it is. What a weird place to put that. Okay. Yeah, alright. Go ahead. How would you like to turn undead?
I'll just take skullduggery and stab it before me, and I'll tell them they need to go home or they'll be grounded. Since they're like children.
Alright, I'm gonna roll with disadvantage because I was thinking the same thing. Where's my dice? James, what'd you do with my die?
I ate it.
Jimothy! Jimothy, did we come up with a middle name for you?
Not yet.
We're gonna come up with equally as ridiculous.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Ooh. Yeah, you lucky I did that at disadvantage. That was another nat 20.
Uh-oh.
Alright. So, yeah, you see the swinging and everything, and you're like, ah! And as you start saying that, you get this booming voice that comes out. A skullduggery kind of glows with this. You guys all see this too, with this very searing, deep amethyst kind of glow as it kind of comes out and just kind of spreads like a giant repelling wall almost, and it's a big flash. And these things immediately stop the trees and scurry. You can see the other trees as they kind of seem to be jumping from one top to the other, kind of swinging to get to the others and away from you guys. You guys make it.
Good job.
As long as we don't hurt them, they shouldn't bother us for now.
You're no fun!
That was a close one. We should get moving into town.
Yeah.
Quick. But they come back.
So we'll move toward the tavern.
Alright, yeah, you guys make it the rest of the way just fine as you come in. It is pretty empty. It's empty as it was before. Holy shit! Y'all found her.
We did. We found something else as well.
Go get the healer. Starts running out. Give me 1 second, 'cause I gotta pull up my fucking NPC sheet. So much easier if I had more than one fucking screen. I'm not bitter. Okay, so the dude heads off, and a couple of moments go by. Lorelai again, she seems still out of it. Her moments of lucidity is kind of becoming fading and stuff. She seems to somewhat recognize you as people she knows. She seems to trust you guys at this point. She's not as weary as she was before, especially the further away from the house that she got. Her reaction during the whole children encounter is that she got very close to Erebon. Just like, no. Should I get her some water? I'll get her some water. Hot
Yeah.
water? Bad? No. Good.
No.
Tea. Soup? I'll get her everything. I'll be right back. You just hear him in the back, just starts knocking some stuff over. You hear some clattering, some wood kind of being thrown into the fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of position myself close to the door, just in case.
I was about to say maybe we should lock this bar up just for the night. Just when no one else comes in and disturb us, doesn't hear anything. We don't get any intruders. Just shut it down for a few hours so we can get to the bottom of where she was,
Well,
so we
once
can
the
have this place
gentleman
to
comes
ourselves.
back, and once the gentleman comes back with the healer, we'll discuss that.
Okay, yeah. So we'll take I suppose we'll sit her down at the table and we'll kind of congregate and just, just start to say, Lorelei, are you, what the hell happened? Good to see you, by the way. But what the hell happened?
Yes, me, I, me,
Try something else.
There's a look of genuine concern.
Neve will step up and cast message and say, is it easier like this? For the benefit of everyone else, I'll say it's not.
The healer can do us some good.
Moments later, and through the door comes a older gentleman, a human. He looks like he's probably into his 60s or so. He kind of walks over. What's this going on now?
She's been attacked by something undead.
Yeah, and he immediately goes over to Neve. Yes, I can see this. Yes. Boy, they really got you there, huh? Don't worry, I have something for this. I'm gonna
If
have to come
at,
back over to the healing house, though. I didn't really know what I was coming into here. Oh man, they really did a number to you. You headed out into the swamplands, did you? And he's kind of going around.
if at any point he steps like too close or reaches out uh, a hand, um, there is a cantrip like fired up and aimed at him. I don't know how invasive he gets, but
He
uh,
doesn't touch you. He does get in your face. It isn't like a surprise. It
okay,
is him slowly kind of, and he is inspecting
okay. Then
your
Neve is just
skin.
standing.
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
Me?
Mhm.
Me?
Yeah.
Uh, a modified 20.
Cool. Flaccid. Yeah, you're able. Yeah, you didn't think you were gonna get away with this.
I'm keeping
um,
track of them.
you were able to discern they are indeed inspecting you. They kind of went immediately into like doctor mode as they start kind of going through, kind of inspecting your wounds, kind of looking into your eyes, all that stuff. They don't touch you. As they go around, they kind of do give you like a small like whiff, but it's not really, other than weird, it's not invasive, other than
Um,
sniffing is
then
being
as they
invasive.
do that, Neve is just gonna stand still and say, um, actually, you were brought here for her, as we gesture towards Lorelei.
Y'all sure?
Yes, we need you to take a look at her.
Alright, but y'all still coming back. Kind of walks over and looks at Lorelei, and Lorelei stares at him. Mm, she, don't look too good. What, what happened? Where did y'all go?
We found a house in the swamp.
His face immediately kind of goes like, oh. Alright. Let's head on back to the healing house. He
I'll go out
turns,
the door
doesn't,
first and just
he starts leading the way. He doesn't really wait for any response. He just turns and goes.
so yeah, we'll go with him and just keep our defenses up as we go.
Cool.
So as I walk in towards the house, I just want to turn out to the healing station. You said was it healing? Oh, it's healing. Yeah.
That's the
And
healing.
yeah, I just want to turn to Neve, and just lean in a little bit and be like, are you doing okay? Because you took a nasty turn there. We were worried about you for a second.
Lorelei's the priority.
Shrug of the shoulders and continue walking.
It's not very far. It's about like a block down. Um, yeah, he turns in, and there's like a bunch of fucking plants and shit all around this house. Just naturally, there's like in the windows and like in the windowsill, kind of like that. There's like hanging plants everywhere. He opens the door, and as soon as you walk in, there's a bunch of different smells of incense and medicines and powders and stuff. And you guys can see it is definitely a very active apothecary. Did I say that right?
Hmm.
Yay! Words. All right, come on back here. Back, come. Y'all, I always some type of adventures. As you guys kind of go through, there's like the beaded the beads, you know, from like this
Mhm.
the 80s and the 70s and stuff. You guys can go through. It clinks all over Erevon's.
Arrowhead.
Back here, it is like a little sitting area, and there's like three other doors, and he's kind of gone through another door, which looks like a closet. And inside here, there seems to be like a. Hold on a second. Give me one sec. I really need to get a DM screen set up. No, I'm getting my fucking desk this weekend. I don't care. Erebon, you don't notice shit. Amon, you do. Neve, you, yeah, you do. And Valerian, you do as well. Yeah, Erebon, you can only see so much.
Mhm.
Yeah, inside there, there's like a dead chicken, a mortar, like a bunch of mortar and pestles. There is some glowing eyeballs inside of a jar, essentially. There is some glowing fungus of some sort inside of a jar. There are a couple of weird tentacles inside of a jar. There seems to be some sort of lizard like pickled something inside of a jar. There's a lot of stuff going on back there.
A lot of jars.
Yeah.
So what brings you guys all the way out there, huh? What are y'all doing out there, huh?
Our friend got lost, so we went to retrieve her.
Okay, well, which one of y'all seem to be getting lost? No, that's not it. He's kind of clanking through some shit, holding up a bottle, kind of looking it up in the light.
We came here to meet a friend, and unfortunately, she wasn't able to join us. And then we found out a little bit about the swamp, and so we went to investigate, and we found her there, to this house.
A house, you say?
Yes, and a well.
And a well, you say? Look, I got it right here. He pulls out what seems to be like a dusty map. He unfolds it. Just a bunch of dust comes out. And he puts it down on this little like a coffee table that's where like the sitting area is, and he kind of points to one side. This is where we are, right here. And he points to the bog, and then he points to a house. And then there's like an X right next to the house. And then there's a couple of other X's marked out on this map as well. And then there is a very big red circle at the very northern point of the map. Y'all, this house.
Looking at it, it looked to be roughly in the area that we were.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is the house.
That is definitely the house. Sure it wasn't this house? Points to like another house.
No, it was the one that you originally pointed to.
And he like puts the map upside down. Sure?
Yes.
Is Aragon right?
Oh, Aaron is definitely right.
Okay.
All right. Walks back in. My God, y'all in here. Ah. goes back in. Can hear again there's some more clacking, some things kind of being gathered. You kind of hear at some point something being minced inside of the pestle with a pestle and the more. Yeah.
Mortar and pestle.
Yeah, yeah. He comes back out. He has this very, 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 very fine powder kind of in his hand. And he looks between Neve and Lorelei. Y'all sure it's this one? Points at Lorelei.
Yes.
She's the one that needs the assistance.
Why do y'all think that?
Well, you've seen her. She's basically catatonic.
Something happened to her.
Yes,
Y'all went in that well, didn't y'all?
we had to rescue her.
And he blows that immediately on her,
Hmm.
and she gets very, very, very tight in her body. Immediately seizes up. Her hands just kind of go back, very, very tight. Her face, very, very, very tight. Everything inside of her is very tight and contracted, but she's still standing. Mm-hmm.
What did you do to her?
Well, she's cursed. That's gonna stop the curse taking any more of her life force, but y'all are gonna have to find something to heal her with, because I ain't got anything like that.
Do you know where we might find something like that?
I do, but y'all are gonna have to go back out there.
All right.
Going back out there for.
A material component. Second. Y'all are gonna have to go back, get something from that house, and bring it back so that I can conduct a ritual so that we can get this out of her.
Very well.
And do you know what this thing looks like that we need to retrieve?
It's gonna be something that's very valuable to whatever is inside of that well.
Well, whatever was inside of that well is no longer in that well either.
What do you
It got
mean?
out. It got out of the well.
We need to warn the town. He just kind of stops and. Alright, y'all need to go and see the mayor. Wake his old lazy old bones up. Let him know that that thing is out of the fucking well. And then y'all are gonna have to go deal with that if you want to help your friend. So if that
Very
thing is
well.
out of the well, that your friend is not safe.
Okay, I'm gonna make a suggestion. I think we split the party because whatever's in the well uh, seemed to that um, Aravon and Valerian better deal with it than myself and Neve. So maybe me and Neve should stay in town, look after Lorelei, go in and speak to the mayor, whilst you two head out. But this is just a suggestion, and I'll sell it to the party.
It's not a bad idea to have somebody staying with Lorelei, because if this thing is going to come after her, then we need a line of defense for that as well.
Valerian, Neve.
I'm always wary about splitting up, but whatever you guys feel is best.
Neve, you with us?
I don't have my magic in the house.
Oh, that is true.
And I am powerless in the house.
And last time I went to the house, I ended up in a void.
We'd have to draw it out of the house if we wanted to fight it.
I imagine I could do that.
It used me to come out. It's not. I'm obligated to stop it.
He looks so concerned. You are absolutely not going back to that house, and you're gonna keep your little Kentuckus right over here with your little friend. I'm gonna start warding the house. Y'all go to the fucking mayor. Someone's gotta let him know.
I'll let him
Very
know right
least,
away.
we can get the town prepared.
So I'll get directions from the mayor's house and I'll start making my way that way.
Alright, cool.
Come back for us.
Of course.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow Erebon.
Is that a wise idea? Didn't the doc just say you should stay put?
Has anyone else here interacted with this thing?
Do you remember when we first met and you were in trouble? Is this why you just don't listen? You might hear, but you don't listen. Two different things. You were in a jam, and you were in a jam when I met you. And now you're gonna put yourself in another jam. Keep living the life you lead. So yeah, we'll see where it gets you.
Put myself in a. You want?
I just turn and walk away. I don't even want to hear it. I just pot around with some medicines and things.
I stick out a mage hand to trip you.
And my back is turned. Classic elf.
I'm here for it. Don't mind me.
I'm
I
going
don't
out.
want my face to ruin this. Oh, gross. Everybody heard that.
I didn't hear anything.
All right. This isn't getting into a jam. This is taking responsibility. But it doesn't matter what you think. And I turn and walk out. And so congratulations, Erebon. You are now walking next to a very angry wizard. Like a steam is rising. Whispering cantrip formulas to like calm myself down.
I'll just continue to walk along happily.
Erebon, as you see this steaming face, you get a very familiar sense again of deja vu. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw. And Valerian, you're with Erebon too, right?
I was probably still talking with the cleric guy, the healer.
Okay.
Like I wanted to get to know him, know his name and stuff. I was probably like really interested in what he was doing.
Okay, stand by.
So me and Valerian are back with the doctor, right? With the healer. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I guess you're still with Lorelei, Amon, and Valerian is kind of over where he's kind of tutting about with kind of putting wards and stuff up and around the building.
Well, actually, I'm scuttling around to see what I can steal when the opportunity comes around.
Okay, stand by.
I want the map before I go. That's the first thing I want. So let me know.
Okay, sounds good.
The hospital.
Oh yeah, of course. I don't know this guy. I'm an opportunist, right? Like I see.
Can we please play Baldur's Gate with him?
I know, right?
if I'm going
You
in
find the
three,
time, we will get you the game. We are doing this.
like I want to take the medicines that he just took, and then take them. So then, if we're out on the road, we can perform that
You don't
again
need to
instead of us
explain
going
yourself
back
to
to the
me. You
healer.
do not need to explain anything to me. I am a fly on the wall.
No, I'm talking to myself because no one else listening. I'm talking to Lorelai because she's like half cut right now. She's a bit out of it. So then she's like, it's not going to go in. So it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So, roll. What's your wisdom saving throw, Eravon?
22.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Yeah, you're getting that same sensation like before. It is you're trying to like get out of it and you can't. The more you try to, the worse it overwhelmingly becomes. But it is not the first time you have felt this kind of seething.
It's unusual. I feel like I've been here before.
Here?
Yeah. This whole thing seems like we've done it before. I don't know how to explain it.
You would be very familiar with this kind of sensation, Neve.
Yeah,
Just
that's
from
essentially how I live my life. So
Was
hopefully
it contagious?
I hope not.
Guess we'll find out.
Guess so.
Pitter patter your way through. It's a very small town. It does not take very long. It's at the edge of the opposite side of town. Kind of knock up. It's a typical house. It's not anything really special other than like a bright red door, which is like how you would know the house.
Gotcha.
If you go past the bright red door, y'all went too far because that's the door you want.
I'll give it a solid knock.
His name is Al Davis, by the way.
Al
Al
Davis.
Davis.
Okay.
Pal. P like
Pal.
P-A-L, like pal.
Al. Okay.
It could be Paul, but you're not really sure. That's how he said it.
Name's Pal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give a sturdy knock on the door.
There's some kind of talking kind of happening as you guys approach. The knock kind of gets quiet, and then you kind of do hear the movement of someone coming up to the door, and there you see kind of like a face, and it is like a teenage boy, has like brown curly hair.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
I was looking for Pal.
Whoa. Pa! 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 You can kind of see around the corner, and like he had opened the door at this point, and you can clearly see it is like the living room, like then like a dining room situation in like the room next to it, and then like the kitchen, and then like the back door. Like you can see right, it's like a
You see
shotgun
straight
house
through,
kind of,
yeah.
yeah, kind of like a shotgun house situation. So from one of these rooms, you kind of see this red-headed, curly-headed fuck just like oh and he has like a bib on kind of situation and just kind of takes it off and brushes over how can cat yeah oh wow, and the whole time this kid is just beaming at Eravon, just hasn't even noticed you, Neve, at all. Because they're just wow. There's a Talon Knight like right here, right now. Wow, you're like so cool. Were you like a farm boy like me?
No, I grew up with a modest family.
Can I get your autograph?
Sure.
Oh,
It's
cool.
fine.
Let me go get some pen and paper. And he runs past you, bumps into Neve, stops, looks startled, looks up at you, looks even more startled, and then just stares. Like, goo goo gaga stares.
Na-na-na-na, I don't want you.
Are you the mayor's son? Then get your father and go away. Now.
There's no need to be rude. He's just a child.
It was a
Huh?
request.
What? Oh. Paul! I'm coming, boy! Dad walks over. He, looks a little disheveled and he walks over. Paul Davis, how can I help y'all?
Paul, we
Kind of
were just
sticks his
speaking with
hand
the
out
healer.
awkwardly and then puts his hand
I'll-
back. He doesn't
What-
salute.
I'll reach. We're just like, okay, we'll just forget the hand thing. So I was nod. I was just speaking to the healer, and we were to let you know that whatever was living in that well has gotten out.
Oh my. What? The kid looks over just like out of his trance immediately from staring at Neve. What?
This is why I wanted the boy gone.
Is it true, Daddy? No, son. That's impossible. But why don't y'all get inside, finish up dinner, and I'll take these lovely folks over to my office and we'll straighten this all out, alright? And where is my fucking dice? There it is. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get a paper and some drawing stuffs for later. Kind of looks between Neve and Eravon,
Just give
and
him
then
a
Neve.
nod.
What are you drawing?
You're the most prettiest girl I have ever seen in my whole entire life. And it's only been like 15 years, madam, but oh my lord, you're something else. And he like bows and goes back inside. The dad looks confused as shit, just. It's a small town, you have to forgive him.
I'm sure it's all right. He's a young man.
Let's, and he kind of grabs his coat that's on the little hook, puts it on, closes the door.
Might be a young man, but he's still at risk since he does not know the truth of the situation.
Now, let's have this conversation while we head over to the office, alright?
All
I'm
right.
not gonna stir any folks until we get to, let's understand what's going on here. And, what is your name, miss?
Neve Drana.
Miss Neve. You are
I'm Erebon.
Erebon. Well then. Right this way. We it's only like the next door house. Like it's just right there. It's clearly either nepotism or this motherfucker's just been a while. But yeah, he opens up, he unlocks it, and you guys head on in. And it's like a little, again, like a little sitting area, and then there's like a little passway hallway, and then there's like a desk area with like a sitting area across from it. There's a couple little books. There's like this map of map of the town and the edge of the swamp, really. And there's kind of a couple little mementos and stuff like that, framed here and there, like antlers and like fish and shit like that.
He's gonna sort of walk up to the map and examine it, just try to get a better lay of the land, like the actual town.
So, he sits down. Tell me about this whale situation, y'all.
We rescued our friend from the well, and there was a pretty big creature down there. We killed it. My friend here can probably explain the rest better because
I was
Y'all,
pulled into I was pulled into the well through the water into I assume some alternate space of time and being, and was taken possession of by an entity that wanted to get home to defend its territory against the traitorous humans. It forced me through a gate back into the well, uh, whereupon Erevon here uh, forced it to leave me. When it had a form of its own, it climbed out of the well, went into the shack, and that was the last we saw of it.
Erebon, give me an insight check.
dirty 20, blasted 20.
So while Neve is explaining this, he's just kind of been just deadpan, straight faced, definitely listening, doesn't seem to have any sort of hint of disbelief or anything like that. They just kind of seem to be taking in all of this information. And when you're done, Neve, he puts his hands down on the table in front of him. And he
What is this
reaches
creature?
into his necklace, into his shirt. He kind of takes out a key and he unlocks the bottom drawer and he pulls it open. And there's like a compartment down there which he uses the key to unlock. Pulls out a very thick book and just places it there. And it's a black leather cover and it has a tree that looks like a willow in front of it. And on the front of it is in very old Elvish writing. Neve, you recognize this as like old Sylvan. This would be like Latin, where it's like, I didn't study Latin, but I know enough to know that that's fucking Latin.
Well, I do speak Sylvan.
Yeah, this would be like I said, this is like you knowing Spanish and then Latin. So it's definitely the root of it, but it is very old. We don't speak it anymore. But you can go ahead and try and discern it if you would like to.
I will absolutely
Go ahead
pick
and
up
give
the
me an
book.
intelligence check.
Just flat intelligence. 16.
Something about a treaty.
What is this creature and why does it call you traitor?
He puts his hand on the book and looks at you both very, very grimly. It is said that the lands we are on now and beyond in the bog area was fought over. There was a treaty made. Points at the book, kind of thumps down on it. Fortunately, the last few pages, as he opens it, it's gone. And you can see clearly there is a huge chunk kind of ripped out, missing. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. But what I do know is there's a mess of unsettled spirits out in that bog. Now, my great grandpappy told me the story from his great grandpappy. So take it for what it is, because this is as old as time. Now, I'm sure y'all have heard the phrase that history is only written by the winners. Humans and elves did not always get along in this region. Humans grew, and the elves did not like that. The humans needed more land. The elves said no. The humans didn't like that. So, I'm sure y'all can put two and two together. A war broke out. Now, I'm sure you look straight at Ervon, over you, looks over at Neve, would know more about the ugliness of war. But that seemed to taint the land. And it started to corrupt those there. A treaty was signed on both sides to end the bloodshed. It worked out for a little while. But the humans kept growing, and they still needed space. There was still a lot of anger remembered from the elves that lived much longer than we do. My kind, my folk. Ken leans back. Now it is said that there was a raise that happened. Many outside on the edges were, dragged from their homes and killed. In order to protect themselves, they retreated back into the bog and locked it up. They'd rather see the bog die all around it than let the humans have it.
So this creature is an ancient elf, or what used to be an elf?
Perhaps.
Is there anything else you know about it?
I do particularly know, as he pulls out, it's like a little file kind of thing. It's a brown leather file. Just think of like a manila folder that has like the prongs on each side, like that. But it's just, instead of manila, it's leather, and it's like sewn.
Mhm.
He opens it up and puts it, in front of you guys, turns it so you guys can look at it. Been plenty of adventures has come through and tried to deal with all that. Everything's shifting and changing over there, so what's always been done can always be undone. It always seems to be the longer the entities are out there, the something else seems to take it on back.
So, do you have any idea of how the adventurers dealt with it before?
Well, most of them had a cleric or something aboard. Some sort of divine something or another. Y'all need to be very careful. These things are very, very vicious.
I assume it would be. Do you know if it bears magic or anything? Literally anything.
These things, as he starts to like kind of open and kind of go through some of these pages, as he's kind of pointing out, like Banshee, suspected specter, ghost, will-o-wisps. You see, like, you kind of see a couple of different things, and on there they have different sort of things. Like the one that was the well is like the third one in there, and it just kind of says silence, stuff like that. So, as you kind of pointing through, he's essentially giving you like a Winchester diary.
Yeah.
We're gonna pause there. Amon and Valerian. Amon. Yeah, you quickly swipe he's not even paying attention. It's not even difficult for you. You just pick it up. You have it.
Sweet.
Anything else you're looking for?
Yeah. Did I see what he made the healing dust with? And could I retain that and take some of that with me? Or did I not see what he was doing?
He had it in his hand. You didn't really see what he was doing, because it was
Like
kind
how
of
he
like
made it,
behind the door.
Okay.
Yeah, it was essentially like he was behind the
Okay.
door, and the door was kind of in the way, and he was like on this area. But you can hear he was grabbing stuff, and you're not really quite sure.
Is there
But you can
anything else in the?
investigate.
Yeah, let me just quickly. Let me see if there's anything else in the room. Oh my God, that's some rubbish then. 10.
You walk into the closet, and there's a couple of mortar and pestles in there, and so you're not really quite sure which one he used. But yeah, you're able. There's a lot of uh, magic material components in here.
And I just kind of like grab a few random bits and bobs and stick them in my bags and stuff. Never know. You never know.
Yeah, hold on a sec.
Poor guy.
So
Yeah, I could be down a well. I could be down a well again. You never know.
you're able to get a hold of 3 potions. You don't know what they are, and
That's all right.
1 jar. Again, you don't know what this is, and this one particular herb that smells very, very sweet.
Okay.
Give me a wisdom saving throw. I don't. What? What'd you get?
Hey,
Oh, okay. So when you get this whiff of it, there is a sudden like memory that comes to you, a name that comes to you
God.
immediately. Genesis.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Genesis.
Yeah, it's weird. You need to like I don't even know, but I remember this, but I don't remember why I remember this, and it's kind of bugging you now.
I have to bank that, I think. How's Lorelei doing, by the way? Shall I go up and shall I go up to her and see if she's come around a bit now? She's coherent.
She is not coherent.
Okay. There we are.
Valerian, yeah. So he's scuttling about. He seems to have like a jar with like paint, and he's like brushing sigils here and there very quickly, and he's kind of muttering to himself.
I'll ask him. So I never got your name. What was it?
Oh, hi. I'm Rudy.
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 What are these symbols you're painting on the wall? What do they do?
Oh, we're gonna make sure nothing undead passes through here. Lock it up, nice and good.
What do the symbols look like?
You not know these rooms?
No, I was asking the DM.
Oh,
Like,
they're.
what do they look like?
Make me an Arcana check.
An 18?
Yeah, they're definitely like aberration, protection runes.
Okay.
And you said 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely for repelling undead.
Can I like make a mental note of what they look like
Mhm.
if I ever need them in the future?
Yeah, you can go ahead and study them while he's making them.
Okay. And I'll just be like asking him questions because I think he's interesting and he reminds me of someone, so I'm just talking to him.
No, he's absolutely muttering about, and when he kind of notices that you're just hanging around, he starts giving you tasks. He's like, so
And I will gladly start
yeah,
doing them.
he is equally superstitious as he is like legit magic. Like he's like, go put this herb in the window. Go put this chicken in, facing north.
And I'm
Make
doing it and I'm
sure
like,
it's
what does this
facing
do? What
north.
does this do?
And he's just explaining it to you, and he's getting kind of not frustrated, just more like, well, if you don't know what this is over here, then I'm gonna have to just explain that over there, because there's no way you're gonna understand why the chicken is facing north if you don't know why the crystals are facing east.
I'm
Clearly you
very
don't know
curious why the
anything
chicken's there.
about our culture. Yeah, he's giving you the rundown, and you can
Like, I
hear
want to
him
know all the things.
yabbering on, Amon, as you're kind of going through, poking around in the house. Are you still snooping around?
Yeah, seeing what's about.
Yeah. Um, Go ahead and make me another investigation check.
14.
As you pull one of the drawers open, you see two crystals in there, like two kind of like crystals, look like kind of like wands, almost like wand crystals, and then you also see uh three diamonds in there.
Christmas up in this store. Great. Nice. Nice fill. Looking rather smug right now.
It's the only time you can do this in front of Lorelei too, and you know it.
Yeah, I know. She slapped my ass.
She beat your ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, so cool. So that's being happening. You were stealing a bunch of shit. You two are getting the rundown on what's going on in the town. Play.
I'm gonna ask the mayor, do you have any reason to believe that these entities would leave the swamp and come into the town?
Oh, for sure. Y'all have been already marked.
Marked?
Your friend is cursed. She can't talk worth lickety squid. And y'all said that you had just released this thing, just let it on through. So
I
you were cursed as well. If that thing touched you, you lucky you didn't end up as bad as your little friend over there.
thank you for that opinion.
It's not an opinion, miss. This is fact. Y'all need to be very careful. These things are very angry spirits. Ancient, angry spirits.
You're kidding.
I suggest y'all take a rest. and head out in the morning because they are 10 times stronger in the night than they are during the day.
I think that's wise advice. We need to gather our strength.
In the meantime, I will be making sure that the town is safe. Y'all need to be staying either within the church or with Rudy.
Very well. Is there anything I can do to help you prepare the town?
There's plenty to do, to be honest. Need to be getting people door to door and start collecting people up and have them head out to Rudy's or to the church. It'll be the only two places we can keep everybody.
I'll be happy to help with that.
Kind of, it's a little awkward.
I'll be taking this. Give the book. I'd like to give it a more thorough read.
Which one specifically? Sorry, there's two
Oh, you get
books.
the treaty.
The treaty. Okay. He kind of puts his hand on it, even weirder. Ma'am, this has been in my family for absolute generations. And it's not that I don't trust y'all, but if you would like to stay with this book, I'm gonna have to keep one of my kin with you with this
In
book.
all of those generations, has your family ever learned to read Sylvan?
Perhaps you misunderstand me, ma'am. You will not be able to read this book without myself or my children present.
Are you sure?
Oh, I guarantee it. See for yourself. He releases the book and leans back. Head like points for out the door.
Yeah, I'm going for the door.
Yeah, as you kind of take the book and you walk out the door, the writing on the cover it just disappears. You can see it slowly start to fade.
Do you have any other members of your family aside from the kid?
Oh, I have 7 sons
Oh dear.
and 3 daughters. And 2 wives.
17 chickens, 4 cows,
And
a
a
horse.
partridge in a pear tree.
So I'll do just that. I'll help him with getting everybody aware and where they need to go, etc. So
Cool beans. If it make you feel better, I'll send one of my daughters, alright? She'll bring the book to y'all. And where are y'all planning on being? The church or the Rudy's?
I think we'll probably stick with Rudy's.
Alright. I'll send Tiffany up to y'all.
Oh, where are the missing pages? Like, are there any theories
Ma'am,
about where they went?
probably somewhere out in the swamp.
Thank you.
You're most kindly welcome. So, you guys are going to reconvene all back at the healing house at Rudy's.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's where we will end it for this evening. And we will pick back up as we're ending the evening.
Okay.
All right. right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank you. Thank you,
Please
Kat.
yeah, no,
Holy
shucks.
moly.
I've got a lot of shit to get through because of a lot of weird choices.
Kind of behaved ourselves.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you guys. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Check us out next week, next Thursday, same bat time, same bat place. And we'll be continuing on with our campaign. You guys can donate, and anything that you guys donate while we are not currently in session will be distributed when appropriate during session next time. So don't think that just because you're not watching currently doesn't mean you can't donate. So please feel free to do that. And yeah. Keep an eye out on our YouTube. I'm getting there up as fast as possible, but life's hard, so hit harder.
Do that.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. And as always, stay tuned and see you soon.
Okay. See you all.
Bye.
Bye.